There's not one AIDS epidemic. There are multiple AIDS epidemics. The knowledge about those epidemics must be developed locally, and the solutions, the programs, the policies must be tied very closely to local circumstances.
I think that we have clear examples of where community-based HIV prevention programming has gone to scale and demonstrated effectiveness. We still have a long ways to go in terms of better demonstration of effectiveness with more rigorous methodologies, but examples like the Avahan program in India have shown that we can go to very large scale with community-based interventions and have what appear to be massive effects upon behavior and upon community empowerment.
We brought together a group of experts, academics, programmers, implementers, donors, lawyers, human rights activists to look at what are the barriers to sexually transmitted HIV prevention.
In the past, structural approaches didn't quite gain the prominence they deserved in the AIDS response because of the fact that it was thought to be too context specific, and AIDS policymakers and program experts kept asking for, well, give us the 3 things we should do or the 6 things we should do. And what I like about the work that we did is that in fact we give them a few of those, the minimum legal standard.
People having access to their rights, people being constrained to seek the health care, the prevention technologies, the information, these basic tools that will help them protect themselves in a situation where their rights are being obstructed.
In talking about social capital, we're focusing on a number of resources that are either available or not available to individuals and to communities.
It's one of the main types of structural intervention. We're talking about community strengthening, community mobilization, and the creation within communities of conditions for collaboration, for cooperation.
A great question for policymakers, a great question for funders, is the degree to which social capital could actually be mobilized in instances where it's not already being mobilized by local communities. Do they have access to political leaders? Do they have access to knowledge? Do they have the ability to influence political leaders? Is there something that can be done external to communities to either ensure that social capital that does exist within communities is not undermined unintentionally by other kinds of efforts that we might put into place within the AIDS response, or where it could be rebuilt or built in instances where it's absent?